This is really too bad, Uncle Will. You know, I used to think to myself, Uncle Will, he's a pretty good dude. I could hang out with Uncle Will. I think I could sit around and shoot this shit with Uncle Will. You assume things are crazy without fucking checking for yourself, and that's going to be your problem, Uncle Will. It's hard. It's fucking hard thinking you're chosen from God and knowing what you fellas think of us. It's fucking really hard. Like, you gotta know that you could fucking die at any time, because you guys don't notice who we are. But the bad guys certainly would. But they're looking for an Andrew Tate sort of fella. They ain't looking for someone like me. See, you know how I tell you my story? I say, hey man, I had a supernatural experience. It was a little crazy. Do you know that in the native culture, the bipolar or whatever, they were the chosen ones, the special ones to help lead the way? I'm here to show you the psychiatric system is no good, Uncle Will. It's hurting people. It's hurting your brave soldiers. Because when they come back, they're trying to figure out what's wrong. And it's hard to face. So then you mask it with stuff. And then the doctors, they give you pills, and instead of letting you talk over your stuff and letting you have your own opinions and then talking it out and see what the truth might be, and give them pills and tell them everything's going to be all right. And then if they do decide to make sure, they've already lost everything, so their opinion doesn't matter, and they're just a piece of shit that can't do anything anyways because they have to hold on to all that fucking trauma. Does that sound like something that should happen to heroes? Or am I wrong, Uncle Will? You want to tell me the psychiatric system's good? I can show you exactly where it's fucking not good. But no one wants to listen about that. Y'all want to just assume I'm crazy. Like, where do I expose you fellers at? Because nothing I've ever, like, I've always been willing to explain myself. I asked to be able to. I mean, they say, hey, if you need help, ask. Well, I've been asking all over the place. It's just nobody wants to talk about what I want to talk about. They don't want to prove me wrong, because then they actually might have to look at themselves, Uncle Will. Like, you guys all think that this has been like, I got this big heart on for fucking Upchurch. Listen, if I was a crazy fella and I wasn't a rational thinker and I thought that way about Upchurch, I probably would have ended up in Tennessee with a shotgun in my face going, and I'm chosen from God. I think you are too, but I don't know. Just asking. If not, hey, you want to listen to a story? But that's the way I didn't want to do it, because the chance of me getting shot was way greater than getting him to talk to me. So, like I said, I tried going through his fans, so maybe I could get one of his fans' approval that was close to him. so that maybe they could go to a family member, because I don't want to bother Ryan unless I'm right. And as much as I want you peckerwads to talk me out of fucking him not being chosen, I still think he might be. But then again, it doesn't matter what I think. It's what Ryan thinks. So fuck. Like, you haven't followed along very well, Uncle Will. I can show you how this isn't a man's world, that's for sure. I can show you how someone who assaults you can get you locked up at any time. I can show you that. You're completely trapped. You probably never listened to me about the workplace, but I can show you the mortgages and all this other stuff, because all this stuff happens to me for a reason. I take all this bad shit in for you guys. I suck it up so I can bring you the information, so that one day I can let it out and these fellas who have caused me all this trauma can take it, because I don't want it. I'm refusing it. As you can see, I'm a fighter. I'm not a pussy, Uncle Will. I know my reality. I know the world that I live in. And any spiritual person needs to know that the reality that we're living in is not good. And the only thing that's going to change it is us. Because we are the creators. We are the creators of light, Uncle Will. We're here to bring a little light to the darkness. What do you think? You think I should tag like I could add any time went to Deerdorf for fucking, I'm not an idiot. I can check this shit out. But I've been playing this game with you guys. And maybe he can decide what kind of people he's got around him. I don't know. What do you think, Uncle Will? Would you rather hang out with you, or would you rather hang out with a guy like me that would have your back regardless? You want to push me off of YouTube? Hey, this ain't the place to solve your problems, Carl. Go somewhere else. I think I'm here for God, and I'm trying to help the world. Do you think I could use YouTube, Uncle Will? Could I get your permission for that? You know how ridiculous you sound, dude? To me, anyways. I know all your fucking Fruit Loopy friends, they all fucking think like you, and even worse. Well, what do you think? Think I should tag that Skylar and maybe have Billy Thomas take a look for himself? I've never said nothing bad about Billy, but I did about Gail, and it's just the same things that I say about you, Uncle Will. I mean, I like you, but if you're willing to put down somebody who's willing to do things that you would never do, you wouldn't look a little crazy for anything, Uncle Will. Even if you believed it to be true. But anyways, that's all I said about Gail, is that you're stupid and you're a loser if you don't see that we're not winning. Like, that was all. The children are in trouble. Like, if you can't fucking see that. And the other thing I said bad about her is she had plenty of opportunity to talk to me. Actually, fucking in my comments said I wasn't crazy at one time, but that's because I was picking on Ronnie Upchurch. And then when I do send her a video saying, "Hey Gail, show me where I'm wrong," and it's nothing, it's tuck tail and run, all he is. And then you fucking go on air every once in a while, and I'm the victim of Carl. Johnny Cashville played that game with me too. Don't worry, he was my victim. You guys are fucking, I don't know. Anyways, if you ever got to that guy you say you are, I'd hang out with that dude, but the guy you actually are, no way, dude. Couldn't trust you for a second. Not for a second. Because if you had a better friend that didn't like me, you'd all of a sudden not like me and not listen to why your buddy didn't like me, and maybe he's going to do it to you. But anyways, you guys are all silly over here on the YouTube streets, and I'm going to keep plugging away for God, Uncle Will, through you guys, the little people. I'm going to make one of you snap yet. You're going to start sharing my shit and wondering what's going on. But maybe it won't happen. Maybe it's something else. Who knows? Maybe I am a crackpot, but how can you be a crackpot when you're willing to hear why you're a crackpot, but you can't get past the fucking, as grown adults, we should be protecting the children part from me. So you lose all credibility past that part. So, you know what I mean, Uncle Will? You know, let's talk a little politics. You're a politics guy. You follow a little bit, eh? How do you think AOC does in the awakening? Huh? Like, I watched her speech there on whistleblowers in the Senate. I gotta tell you, I don't know how you can't listen, because she makes it sound so nice and so spiteful and hit hard, but in a nice way. Because that's what we want. We want nice. She's enough to gag a maggot, Uncle Will. She's a disgusting, foul human being. That's just my opinion, but oh my goodness. Oh man. Like, she was trying to convince the people that Hunter Biden has got punished and is willing to accept all the punishment that he's gonna get. Like, Uncle Will, if that was you, how badly would you have been punished so far? If you were Hunter Biden, if you did those actions, would you be out on the streets, Uncle Will? Just asking the questions, man. And she thinks he got a... Oh, man. How you could, like... You people are stupid. Like, I have to watch this stuff every day. I have to keep I have to keep myself informed, but holy smokes, are you guys ever gonna get it? You're mind controlled. You're mind controlled to even think you're brave. Oh, well, that's how mind controlled they got you. And then you've got everybody mind controlled believing it. Bye. You be you and I'll be me, and unfortunately more people want to try and be like me. Not like me, but look for the truth like me. You know what I mean? Truth. It's the truth, Uncle Will. You always got to find the truth. This spiritual thing, if I had to simplify it for you, it's the truth. Not truth, but the truth. It's all about the truth. That's all we got to go by. See, if we actually got together and changed the world, we might get the chance to find out the truth of our actual history. Now, isn't that something worth fighting for? Instead of fighting over our history, let's fight for it and see what it actually is. But no one wants to do that. We still want to hate each other over shit that our ancestors did and not us. And hell, we want to feel guilt now for it. We want to bow down and say we're sorry. We are so sorry. You should get extra privileges now. That's how stupid this world is, dude. It's so stupid. Like I said, Uncle Will, I say mean things, but I do love. And I say them out of love. Because I treat others as I would want to be treated. And if I was still sleeping like everybody else, I'd want someone to try and wake me up. Before it's too late. You never know, right? Like, that's the thing. All these people saying they know how it ends and how it goes and all that. Doesn't it say in the Bible? Only the Father will know. Not even the Son will know the time. But these people all think that they know. I wouldn't trust them. I think we should take things into our own hands. And it's easy. Easy peasy. You do it with information in your brains. You get the information out there, Uncle Will, like I'm getting to you right now. We get all the shotted and unshotted together and say, listen, let's have a conversation. Let's get it done. Let's get it over with. Listen, we all know that you guys that didn't get the thing, if the information that we get is right, I mean, we got to get the correct information first. But if the information was that the smart people didn't and the dumb people did get it, then we got to tell the dumb people not to be dumb anymore, and we can get this fixed. There's no fixing it. Just in case we're right, we can't fix it unless we know there's a problem. And people are screaming there's a problem, and they're being censored. So let's find out why they're being censored. Are they liars? Are they not credible? You know what I mean, Uncle Will? It'll be an information war, bud. It's going to be, we're going to take the news, we're going to take it over, and we're going to make them give us the real news. And if they don't, well, I'm quite sure the police won't be happy after they find out, just in case that stuff that they had to take to remain officers was forced upon them and it wasn't the best thing for them. You think they're going to protect? So then we're going to have those people on our side. You would hope. But anyways, there'll be some that'll be too afraid to lose their dollars. But here's the thing. Here's the beauty part. Uncle Will, with my plan, we don't even have to shut shit down. We don't even have to shut shit down. You go to work like you do every day. You do what you do. And when you got some spare time, you sit there and you watch this shit show. You guys like drama, man. We could cause some drama, Uncle Will. Some serious fucking drama, dude. Like all there right on your phone. Like better than Dagburn. It might make Dagburn quake, actually. You think that dummy would just stop, eh? I see now he's asking for $500 for someone to come on his panel. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you don't know when to quit. Just, Uncle Will, like, between you and me. Like, I call you stupid and stuff. Listen, don't think that I'm putting you in the same category as Dagburn, okay? That's not happening. I do think you're much smarter than that. I give people credit when they're smart. But, you know, those big things, I think, those common sense, I just think it's lacking sometimes. Or maybe you do have common sense and you just didn't have the time to look into what you were talking about, Uncle Will. Who knows? Maybe this is all just a big misunderstanding, eh? You never know these days. But it never hurts to go take a look, eh, Uncle Will? But then again, you'd have to go against Creek Squad and say, hey, you guys might be wrong. You wouldn't want to do that, would you? Not for a second. Because you have to make a call on what you think Upchurch would want you to do. And you might want to let that swirl in your head for a little bit. Why don't you go pick up a fucking pair of headphones and go listen to some fucking Bloodline, some Pioneer, some fucking, Don Fry, some fucking, like, dude, he's spiritual. Maybe we're not soul brothers. I don't know, but maybe you're afraid to make that call or something, because you won't even give me a fucking, all you'll say, you won't even fucking tell me what I'm saying is wrong. You're like, you're wrong. You're not supposed to bring your problems to YouTube. Rusty Truck gave you the best advice ever. Take your shit to Rumble. Well, I will sooner or later, but not right now. I want to see how long YouTube will keep my stuff up for, if I am chosen. I always said, like, one thing I want to make note of, Uncle Will, like, when this spiritual awakening first happened, I had this voice, like, it was inside of my head. But it told me to be strong, because most people go crazy through this. This is weird, eh? Like, I gotta be honest. Like, I gotta tell you that. Like, that's why I knew what I was doing on the camera and what I was thinking was crazy, but I just needed someone to, you don't know what I mean? Like, when you have someone to talk to, you can figure out what reality is if you actually look into it together and not just believe the other person's reality. You got to come together. You know what I mean? Mutually. I mean, you don't have to believe the same things, but I mean, you should probably know what you're surrounded by. Are the children in trouble? Can you see it? Is it, like, in your face enough or not? Like, for me, I don't know how you sleep at night, Uncle Will. I don't. It fucking, my stomach turns every fucking day. And I do these stupid fucking videos thinking I can get through to fucking people. But I don't know. Like, am I just being stupid, or am I doing what I think I'm supposed to be doing? That's what I mean. All I know is, if I'm trying to do good, I know I'm doing good by God. Okay? So, Uncle Will, do good by God and you'll always do good. Okay?